Hello. Hey guys. Hi. If you can hear me loud and clear, please drop comments and let me know. Welcome back. Yesterday we did a webinar on our desktop app. Today we are going to talk about our search. If you can hear me loud and clear, please drop a comment and let me know. Um, just want to make sure that you can hear me well. Today we are going to talk about all the search automations on our platform, which includes Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Google Maps search, Google search, YouTube search, Twitter search. So we will be discussing every single search automations we have on our platform. If you can hear me well and clear, please drop me some comments and let me know. Great, thanks. Hi Marco. Hi Monique. Hi the financial evangelist. Hi. Hi Roderick. Great to have you here. Okay, so we'll wait for 20 seconds more and then we'll start. Um, so that everyone can who wants to like join us, they can join. Um, till then, if you're connecting, if you're watching this webinar for the first time, make sure to send me a request on LinkedIn. Let's get connected there. Just scan this code from your phone and send me a connection request. We are going to discuss all automations related to search today. Yesterday we had talked about Twitter TexAu desktop app, how to install in Mac, how to install on Windows, and we had run close to like 7 to 8 automations for on Windows and Mac as well. So if you want to set up your Mac or desktop or on Windows desktop app, then you can go to our previous webinar and watch that. This webinar is going to be all about running automations related to search, and I'll be starting that in 10 seconds. Um, so more people are coming in. If you just joined, please drop comment and say hi. um, I love to see people joining in and watching our webinar. Today we'll try to cover a lot of things bit fast because like we have 160 minutes and close to like 15 automations that we need to run. So like each automation we can give like 4 minutes, and in 4 minutes we need to like get the data, run the automation and get the data back so that I can show you complete process. So let's try to complete all of those automations in next 1 hour. And if you are following with me, you can open TexAu app or TexAu Cloud and run automations with me. If you face any problems, just drop comments and let me know. Maybe I'll answer them at the end of the webinar or while running that automation. Okay, so I think we should start. Should we start? Just say yes and we'll start. So someone is saying your plugin is causing me have blank screens. Okay, we'll pass that to my team and see. Um, we'll be discussing about your question as well, Marco. In some time. First, I'll cover all the search automations, and then we'll cover the questions that people are asking in comment section. So, should we start our automations? Everyone is ready? Yeah, make sure to give thumbs up to our this webinar, and if you are coming on TexAu YouTube channel for the first time, make sure to subscribe our YouTube channel as well. Let's get started. Hi Mike, glad to see you here. Hi Harsh, glad to see you here. So once I start the webinar, I will check the comments at the end of the webinar so that we have this full webinar recorded, and I will be like taking some parts of it, releasing at as small videos on our YouTube channel as well, right? So on Facebook, Instagram, we'll be showing like all these small videos on how to run a specific automation. So I'll be taking all the comment and questions at the end of the webinar. Okay, sounds good. Let's get started. Great. Let me just share my screen and open TexAu. Just give me a moment. I will just open my browser. You can see my browser, right? Great. So let's start. What are we going to discuss today? Today we'll be discussing everything related to search, which involves these automations. Let me show you quickly. So we are going to talk about YouTube search, Google Map search, Facebook page search, scraping prints from Pinterest, Twitter advanced search, YouTube search, LinkedIn has a lot of search like content, profile, jobs, Sales Navigator search for leads, Sales Navigator's account search. So I think like in total three and five, a five and four, nine, and two here, which is close to 11 automations. So 11 automations, 50 minutes is all we have. So close to 4 to 5 or 3 to 5 minutes for each automation. Let's start with Pinterest, or maybe the simplest one, which is YouTube. Let's start with YouTube. So let's take this one. Um, for so we will first we go to our app.texaur.com, which is our website. If you want to try it with me, go to app.texaur.com, click on YouTube search extractor, or if you can type here search, and then you will find all the search based automations. Then click on YouTube search extractor. What it will do, it takes the search link that you will get from the YouTube and maximum count, like how many YouTube videos you want to pull, and then it takes a few seconds and gives you like full details of all the YouTube search, like videos. You can see that here: title of the video, channel name, views, date posted on, thumbnail of the video, YouTube video link, channel link as well, right? So we get the search link from YouTube, enter it here, enter the max count, get the data. What are we going to do after this? We are going to check how many views each any specific video has and who is the channel owner, right? We try to find that person on LinkedIn or maybe on Instagram or Facebook and mention that, hey, looks like you created a video on some automation. Can you create a video on TexAu? I can onboard you as an affiliate, and you get 20% commission on our monthly and yearly payments. So it is like a win-win for both of us. So if you want to make a video, just say yes, and let's schedule a call, right? So basically, this is good for like finding the influencers or like finding some good affiliate person to promote your product. Let's go ahead on YouTube. So youtube.com, and I will enter um, marketing automation tools, right? And we got like all this search. I will add some filters. Okay, I want only people who have added like product or videos in the next, like possibly like this year. And I also want to have some views. For example, maybe like short, location of view count. I want to like have a view count on, or sort the videos based on like view count, right? So now I have like all the videos related to marketing automation or marketing, and those are like sorted by views. I will copy this URL from here, go back to TexAu, and paste my search link here. In the max count, I'm going to type possibly for now 100, since I want like first 100 videos, and then I'll like do the processing later. Here I'll mention 20th April webinar demo, right? I'll give it a name so that I remember that what I have done in for why I'm like doing this automation. So you can give name to each execution. You can give a name here. Now we have added like all the inputs. I mentioned the optional like max count as well, and we have given the name. Let's go ahead and run this automation. So we'll click on extract result, and this will start running the automation for us. So it started YouTube search extractor. it is running the automation. Should take few seconds, like 30 to 50 seconds, and get the data back to us. So let's see that how long it takes. While this one is running, we can prepare for the next one, which is going to be Pinterest. So this one is done. I'll just mark this as done. Okay, so we have 70 videos done, 100 videos done, all good. 33 seconds, 100 videos. If you think that and the automation is complete, right? So it took like 30 seconds to complete like full scraping of 100 videos. So I think like it should be 2 pages. Yeah, 2 pages, 50 page, like 50 links for on one page, right? And we got like title, channel, views, posted date, video link, channel link, right? We got all this data. Now all I need to do is like plan the stuff, the next part, which is going to be like possibly cold email outreach, or maybe just dropping some DMs on Instagram or Facebook and talking to these people, right? So this was all about YouTube search. We took the URL from our YouTube search, went to this automation, dropped our link, and added the max count, which is optional, and then run the automation, get the data back. It should take like at max 30 seconds to 1 minute, and you will get the data back. So this was all about YouTube search extractor. I hope you like this automation. Um, Great. I'm just checking the comments as well. So we just completed our first automation. Um, I hope everyone saw that, and we got like 30 seconds, 100 videos. Do you think text automation is fast? If yes, drop comment and let me know. Um, I think it's quite fast, right? It's very fast, just like that. Yes. So let's move to our next automation, which is going to be Pinterest pins. We are going to extract all the pins from a Pinterest search. Um, let's go ahead and go to our Spice page, type Pinterest, and we have scrape a Pinterest profile. Let's type search, and let's see, we have, yeah, okay, yeah, here we have scrape prints from search, right? So this will take Pinterest session cookie, search URL, and maximum count, which is optional, right? So what we need, only two fields, which is cookie and search URL. Let's go and open Pinterest. This is my Pinterest. I spend a lot of time in like learning some stuff on Pinterest. So ignore all these photos. Let's go ahead and type some search. I will code. I will add maybe like marketing automation, and now we will have some pins here. We can add some filters, peer pins, videos, people, or boards. For now, I'll just have all pins. I will select tools as well. So marketing automation tools, and these are the tools that we have, right? Copy the URL from here. This is like a long URL. Copy that. Come back to TexAu. Paste your search link here, search URL here, and your cookie. Click on get cookie. It will be filled for you. If you don't have TexAu Chrome extension, you can download our extension from going to this URL called go.texau.com/extension. If you go to this URL, you can download our Chrome extension from that, right? It's called, the URL is go.texau.com/extension, and you will see our extension, which will help you in getting the cookies. So click on get cookie, it will be filled for you. We have the search URL added here. Max count, you can keep that as optional, or you can scrape all the pins. For the time being, I'm going to add 50 pins for now, and let's give it a name as well, which is going to be live stream demo. And now we added our session cookie, we added the search URL, we added the max count as well, and now we'll go ahead and scrape the prints, right? Again, let's see how long it takes. I have not run this automation since quite some time. Yeah, you can see like more than like 1 year, I would say. I'm almost 1 year. So it should start running the automation, calling the API, connected to Pinterest, connected as Euler Coder, which is like one of our small agency, um, and now it is like pulling the pins, starting the process. So once again, what we did, we went to Pinterest, added our key search, like what keyword that we want to search, copied that URL, added that here, used our TexAu Chrome extension to add the cookie, and max count, which is optional. We copied, like we mentioned, 50 for now, and then we clicked on scrape pins, right? It and you can see like 30 seconds, we have all the pins ready. Let's click on result and see what we got. So I think like yeah, we have a lot of pins, close to 50, yeah, 50 pins as I mentioned. So we have 50 pins. We have title, URL of that post, and pin URL, full name, username. What I can do after this, I can check the URLs and see that okay, this person is talking about marketing automation tools. I can go and ask for like a backlink. Hey, I see that you have written marketing automation tools. Can you add TexAu as well? We are a growth automation platform, right? And if that person agrees, or maybe he will suggest that hey, let's have like a virtual like sync, and maybe like you can also have a backlink for me, and I'll give you a backlink, right? Something like that happens always. So we'll talk about backlinks and get and some things like in exchange, right? So these are like good ideas to like pull pins from your Pinterest and talk about like how we can work together or get some backlinks from all these domains, right? They have talked about automation tools. So this was about Pinterest search. I will go back and just revise everything. We went to Pinterest, we added our search URL, the keyword, we copied the URL from here, went to TexAu, dropped our search URL here, mentioned the cookie, and then max count, which is optional field. We added 50 there and got all the pins, right? So this was all about extracting pins from Pinterest. So let's mark this one as well as done. Okay, we have two automations done. I hope I'm going all all well and good. If you're able to follow me and if you are able to hear me clearly, just give a thumbs up, and so that I know that okay, I'm not going super fast or our automations are super fast, so that we need to go slow. Maybe I can reduce the automation speed so that you can see like how it goes. But our automation takes like 30 to 50 seconds for to pull like all the data from any page, right? So let me know in comments if you are all good. Just let me know in comments. So we have two automations done. Let's go to Twitter, which is advanced search, and then Facebook, and then we'll take the bigger ones, which is Google and LinkedIn. So Twitter, should I go to Twitter? Just give a thumbs up, guys, if you are able to hear me, and all well. Just give a thumbs up, and we'll move to Twitter advanced search. One question that Marco has, like, can I add multiple searches in the CSV or Google Sheet? Yes, you can add multiple search URLs in CSV or Google Sheet and extract all the data at once. Okay. So if you can go to support.texo.com and search for CSV or Google Sheet, you will see like how to use CSV with Texo Spices, right? Just click on this and read the whole flow. You just need to drop your CSV file with all the links and then run the automation. Select the matching field, which select the column which contains your data, and then run the automation. Okay. So this was about like CSV or sheet. Another question that someone mentioned, that how do I deal with new cookies when I run a spice, I just scheduled spice. Yes, so Marco, like ideally, those cookies do not expire. Um, like it should not expire ideally for a week at least. So you can schedule an automation to run every single day without worrying about like expiring like the cookie or anything like that. Same goes for LinkedIn, Pinterest, Facebook. The ideal time for cookie expiration is around like 1 week or so. So you can run any automation for at least 1 week. For LinkedIn, we have people who are running automation for around like 2 to 3 weeks as well, right? So cookies generally do not expire unless you change your computer, unless something happens to your account, then only the cookies will expire. Okay, so you can schedule an automation with the cookie. It should not, ideally, it should not expire so easily, like at least for a week. Okay, so now moving to the one another automation, which is Twitter Advanced Search. So what it will do, it will pull user profiles or Twitter tweets that you can like use advanced search to like pull all those things. Let's go ahead and see what is all about Twitter search. So we'll go to spices, select Twitter, and then type advanced, and we got this automation. Let's see what the inputs are. So Twitter advanced search has three inputs. One is search URL, second is category, like what kind of data I want. It has tweets or users. Ideally, I don't want tweets, I want users, since I want to like find the users who are talking about some specific things and then reach out to them. Or if you just want to like do some data analysis, then you can have tweets as well. Then we have the third option, which is max count, which is optional. And we have two other fields as well, which is CSV file upload or Google Sheet. These two will be helpful if you have multiple search URLs and you want to find all the data at once from a single execution. So you can upload your CSV file or Google Sheet and run all the automations at once. Now let's go ahead and see how to run Twitter advanced search. So first thing that we need to do obviously is go to Twitter. So let's go to twitter.com, and now my Twitter will be open, and I think there is advanced search URL. Let me just find that. Okay, I don't see that here. Let's have right advanced search Twitter, and it should show me a URL. Okay, here we have. So we are the URL is search dash advanced. So this is the URL. This is the page where you can add all the things for your advanced search. For all these keywords, I'm going to talk about automation, comma marketing, comma leads, comma growth strategy. Okay. Um, it says all of these keywords. That means that all these keywords should match. Ideally, I don't want that. I want any of these keywords, right? So I'll drop that here. And you can have like a bracket as well, like double quotes, which will have like exact phrase. I think like you can ignore that part, that is not important. But if you just want to find the exact phrase, then you can always like right here and put that double quotes, so that it will only find the exact matching keyword in the tweets. And then in accounts, we have from these accounts to this accounts or mentioning these accounts. I don't want all of that. I want like any of this account which are talking about such keywords or such sentences, right? Then you have engagement as well, how many likes you want, how many replies you want. I want to have minimum 2 likes, at least one reply as well, right? And these are like all the advanced search filters that you can have. And now I have like added all my search. Basically, I'm going to use this data after running this automation. So I've added like all these keywords. Then at least it should have one reply, it should have at least 2 likes, right? And then I don't need to like worry about all other parts. Let's click on search. So it will search automation, comma marketing, and all those things, right? Let's copy this whole URL from here and go back to TexAu, paste our search link here, and in category I have tweets or users. I don't want tweets, I want to find the users who are actually talking about such things, right? So that I can talk to them later about TexAu as well. Or maybe like, yeah, again, like same as influencers or that strategy where if someone is talking about your business or something related to your business, it will be a good idea to reach out to them. Maybe I can also go and follow them just to get the follow and follow game going on, right? So I added my search URL, I mentioned the category as users. In max count for now, let's have 100 just to run this automation. Let's give it a name as well, which is going to be 20th April live stream demo, right? And these are the data that we'll get: profile URL, name of the profile, bio, if you follow, URL of the tweet, tweet content, media URL, retweet count, likes count, comment count, tweet of the tweet, lot of data, right? These are all the data that you will get. Now I think like we have added all the fields, which is Twitter search URL. We have mentioned the category as users. In the max count, we added 100. Let's go ahead and run this automation. So it says proxy is required. Let's have the proxy thing enabled. Yeah, so this one is very dependent on proxy, since this goes to a different page. So usually proxy is required. So make sure to use proxy. Let's click on extract tweets and let's see how this automation runs. Ideally it should run since we have proxy now, but Twitter is like lot of adding a lot of things, so it should, maybe it will show some warning as well. I think yes, it is scraping users from this page. Let's see if we can get all the users. So it is running the automation. What we did, we went to Twitter advanced search page, added all our keywords, mentioned how many likes or how many count we want, and then we got all the data in 30 seconds. Let's click on result and see what we got. Oh, we have all the data, which is Twitter profile URL, the name, bio, and if I follow that person or not, right? Timestamp and query. Since I did not, I wanted only users, so it is giving me users. If you mention twitters like tweets, then it will give you like Twitter URL, tweet, media URL, retweet, and all those things. But I only wanted users, right? So this is what like this is why I got all the users. So this was about Twitter Advanced Search. What we did, we went to Twitter Advanced Search page, mentioned all our filters, came back to TexAu, added the search URL here. In category, you have two options. Choose the one that you want, add the max count, and then run the automation. You will get the data back. Okay, this was all about Twitter Advanced Search. Let's go ahead and mark this as done. We have completed our three automations. I'll come back and read some comments. If you are with me, if you are able to follow me, if you are able to see everything, make sure to give a thumbs up. Hey Paul, glad to see you here. Hi Renu, thumbs up. Um, Good vibes, definitely good vibes. Um, I'm sitting in a very cozy place. I have like the plant here. Lighting is all good. We have lights from the front. Music is good, and I hope my voice is good as well. We completed three automations. We still have 30 minutes and close to 7 to 8 automations more. So stick with me. We maybe like extend the webinar for another like 10 minutes. Since we have like only 30 minutes and a lot of things to do. But if you can hear me and everything is all good, make sure to give thumbs up, guys. It's very important. It keeps me like pushing. Okay, everything is going well and people are enjoying it. So uh, make sure to give a thumbs up. Till then, if you want, if you are new here, make sure to send me a connection request on LinkedIn. Let me just show you my skin code, and I will have a quick drink. Um, yeah, great. Just had this water with me. David, you have a question. Facebook group Extractor will increase more than 8,000 users. Yes, we have a good news there. Now we can pull 10,000 members from Facebook group. So big thumbs up, big kudos to our team to for increasing that limit. They tried their best to increase more, like maybe like 10,000 or maybe 15,000, but Facebook it not showing us like more than 10,000 members. So from 5,000 we went to 8,000, and now we have 10,000 members. All credit goes to our team for like pushing the numbers, trying to like get more and more data from Facebook group. We have some more announcement like Facebook, maybe possibly email from Instagram and Facebook, but let's keep that as a secret only for this webinar. People who will watch this webinar, they will get to know. Otherwise, let's keep it a secret. We are working on some hidden automations. If that goes well, then we will release those automations only initially for all the people who are watching this webinar, and then we'll release for other people. Okay, let's go ahead and see what is left for us. We have Facebook now, which is next one. So we completed three platforms already. Fourth one is Facebook. Let's go ahead and run that automation. Um, so let's go to Facebook. We are on Facebook now. Let's go to our search page. I hope you guys don't see my search. um, but yeah, let's go to search page and type automation. We'll get a lot of details. Let's click on pages. So we have all the pages listed here. So what we did, we clicked here on Facebook search, clicked on automation, selected page as like our filter because we want to find like pages. um, and then you can copy this URL from here and go back to TexAu, go to spices page, select search, make sure to select Facebook, and then you come back to this automation, which is extract Facebook page search, right? What this will do, this will take your cookies, the search URL, and the max count, how many pages you want to pull, and then click on get search result. It will start running the automation, right? So why we need this? If you want to find that how many pages there are which talks about the same thing that I do, or like which has the same keyword that I have, right? So you can mention automation, or you can mention like lead generation or growth strategies. You can also mention location as well, right? I did not like mention that, but you can mention locations, verified or not, categories as well, right? Which is very important. You get to see a lot of data, a lot of pages, a lot of brands which are there on Facebook, and they are verified, they are near to your location, right? So you get to see a lot of data by this automation. So we have right now, I have added like only my search query and selected pages. I'm not adding any location or anything like that, but you can mention those as well. Once you are done with all the filters, copy this URL from here, go back to TexAu, and now you need cookies. So just fill your cookies by clicking on get cookie button. As I mentioned again, if you don't have Chrome extension, you can download our Chrome extension from our Chrome web store. Our URL is go.texo.com/extension. Okay, once you added your cookies, mention the search URL here. In the max count for now, just for the demoing purpose, I will keep it 10. Let's give this a name as well, 20th April live stream and demo, right? And click on search, get search results. This will start running the automation for me. As you can see, I have not run this automation since quite some time. Hopefully this will run very well for me. So now this is like starting extract Facebook page search. It will try to connect to my account, connected as Vikesh. Now it is scraping data from the URL that I had mentioned, and it will pull all the pages from there and bring the data back to me. So hopefully it should take like 30 seconds. Oh, 27 seconds for 25 results. Awesome. We have 25 pages in 27 seconds, just 1 second for each single page, right? So fast. So we got like the search image URL of that page, the link, likes, description, name. There's no error message, so all good. I did not mention location, so it is not pulling us that data. So we got like all the data, right? So this was all about Facebook search. I'll go back and explain what we did again. We go back to the spice page, add all the cookies, go to like Facebook, copy the search URL that you are trying to pull, add all the filters, and then paste your search URL here. Mention the cookies, add the max count if you want to, which is optional, and then run the automation, right? It should take close to 1 second for each single page that you want to pull. I think like we had added like 50 or something like that, so it took like 27 seconds to pull all the pages. So this was all about Facebook page search. Um, I hope you are with me and you like this. Um, I'm reading all the comments again. In Facebook group, you mentioned a guy who has built a directory group and is making 20K a month. Tell a story in details. Possibly not today since we are running out of time. But what that person did was he pulled a lot of data from Facebook map search. We added a lot of custom automations for that person. So he was like using our APIs to pull data from the our directory website, and that whole data was going to an Airtable, or I think like Google Sheet, and from there he built a directory of all the businesses in different industries, and people were like landing on that directory to get the data back, right? So this is like the overall initial idea, but happy to go in depth and show like how the whole thing went is working right now. I need the permission of that person as well. But yeah, Roman, this was like a small thing of like how it went. There are a lot of custom automations involved as well. Um, so David has a question. Hi, for Facebook extract page business by location, is that a spice page business? I think yes. You can, as I mentioned, you can mention the location as well and get all the pages, right? Again, extract Facebook page search new. Yes, it is the same automation. Use extract page search, Facebook page search to like pull all the data based on location. It will bring you all the pages who are matching that keyword and they are in that specific location. Okay. I hope everyone is with me, and we now have Facebook done as well. So let's go ahead and mark Facebook as done. Now we have YouTube done, Facebook done, Twitter done, Pinterest done. Let's go to Google and then LinkedIn. So Google search results. Let's go to that automation. Go to Google, and then Google Map search. Escape Google search results. This is very basic automation. What it does, it takes the search text that you want to search, and then it takes the language. If you are in like Spain, you can mention Spanish, or if you're in French or any other language that you want to like set the language for search, you can do that. Then you can mention the query country from where you want to like pull the data. Basically, if I'm in India, then maybe like I will want all the search results to be like specific to my country, right? So you can mention the country location as well, which is very important feature, very good feature. And the max count, which is going to be like how many count results you want, right? So let's go ahead. This does not require any search URL or anything like that. Let's have text as TexAu, and the search text language I'll mention English, and in the country with respect to query location I will mention let's have US. Let's see what we get in US when people search TexAu. In max count, let's have 50 for now, maybe like 20 just to show you. Um, in the name, again, give it a name. Let's call it live stream demo. So what we did, we script search result from Google automation takes the search text, language, country, and the max count, which is optional. And all these three fields are optional as well. But I would recommend using it because if you want to get like results specific to a location, specific to a language, right? So always add this field as well. And then what it will provide, it will give me search result URL, description, and input text. We are working on some improvements in this automation to get more data, like some data from some free domain SEO search and all those things, so that we get like what is the domain authority, how many backlink is it has, how many keywords that domain is targeting. So we are trying to partner with some companies and get these details as well. But yeah, Come back to search, script search, enter your search text, mention the language, country, and max count, and run the automation. So let's go ahead and run it. So here the automation has started. Starting script search from Google, text on Google, page 123 done, 27 search years done, 12 seconds. If you think our automation is fast, give a thumbs up. So we did our search TexAu on Google with the language as English and location as US, and in 20 seconds we got our data, which is 27 search results. Let's click on result page and see what we have. We have the URL, we have description, and we have the search text as well. So our main website, AppSumo, G2, our app, support website, Captera, AngelList, Sync Spider integration. So yeah, good one. We got all the data from the search, right? So this was about Google search. Only thing are needed, which is keywords, text, language, and country, mix count. If you want to find, like, if you want to limit the results, and click search, it will start the automation, give you the data back, right? You can do at max 20 search every day. Very important to note that you can only do 20 search every day. If you try to run more, you can definitely do that, but ideally we do not recommend it. So you can add the keywords, get the data up to 1000 domains, 1000 results at once, right? So if you think of like 20, so 20 multiplied by 1000, which is going to be like 20,000 search results by running this automation every day, right? So this was about script search from Google. Let's go ahead and run one more automation of Google, which is Google Maps, which is bit time consuming. I will explain why. um, so Google Maps search, what this does, it takes the map search link and the number of pages you want to pull, and then it gives us all the data within, which has like name, average rating, number of reviews, image URL, category, description, summary, location, address log, website, phone number, all the details, right? And let's see how this automation works. So when we go to maps.google.com, you enter here like the whatever you want to search. Let's have um, SEO agencies in LA, right? So we will go to LA and we are seeing all the SEO agencies here. These are like all the agencies. If you see here, only on the main page we only have the name, rating, the some address, and what time it is open, right? When you click on this listing, you will see more details, which is like open now, domain, phone numbers, this address as well, and the category, ratings, reviews, how many rating it has, every single detail, right? So what this automation does, it goes to this page, every single page of every single listing, and tries to like pull the data from there, right? This is the reason why this automation takes extra time, because it needs to like visit every single listing, go inside that, pull the data, come back to this page, get the data again, go back to that listing again, pull all the details, come back here. This is why this automation takes a little bit extra time, right? But how to run this? So once you added your keyword search, copy this URL from here, come back to TexAu, drop your map search link here. In number of pages, for now, I'll just mention num one, and name, give it a name, trail 20th live stream demo, right? And once you have added all the details, click on extract listing. It will start the automation for us. So now it will go and open Google Maps search. It will start pulling the data. And how we are trying to improve this, we are trying to add a checkbox here that pull only the front page results, not the phone numbers or domains. So if someone says that, hey, this automation takes a lot of time, we are going to have a checkbox that you can enable that only pull the data from front page. That will reduce the time that it takes, right? So we are working on that checkbox. Once that is done, then you will be able to reduce the time, but by getting the less data. Okay, so now it is like pulling all the details. Let's keep it running. Till then, I'll just take some questions. Yeah, so hi Rodrigue, you mentioned I would like to see how that was done as well. Let me know in comment what which one do you want to see again. I'll be happy to cover that. Um, Mike, you said some emoji. I'm not able to see that. Ankit, you have question. Can you please tell us more about the scraping automation extension? Um, the rival Hexomet coming in the future, so we know what's up. I think that's a different topic, not related to this specific webinar, but we are working on a general automation extraction like scraper automation that is going to be a Chrome extension that you can use to grab the data from any website, not specifically focused on uh, social media based automations or platforms. It can pull data from any specific platform. Okay. Um, Daniel, you mentioned there are some major streaming problems. Can you let me know what problem you are facing? If you guys are able to hear me, all well and good. Please give a thumbs up. Um, if you are facing any problems with my audio or video, please let me know that as well. Yeah, so this automation is running. Okay, it took like 1 minute and 44 seconds to get all the data. Let's click on result, and we have like all the names, number of reviews, the image URL, category, description, summary which is closed, address, longitude, website, phone numbers, opening hours, latitude, longitude, all of the map link, whether the business is claimed or not, is it is managed or not, right? And there are some error columns which are like ignored because there are no errors. So we got like all our data from Google Maps search, right? I'll go back and mention the steps again. What we did, we went to maps.google.com, entered our like URL, right? Copied the URL from here, came back to TexAu, drop the URL here, mention the number of pages that you want to scrape, right? And click on extract listings. It will start running the automation and give you all the data from Google Maps search, right? So this was all about Google Maps search. Okay, so we completed this too as well, which is done. Now all that we left is LinkedIn, which is like our major platform for all the automations. Let's go back and read some comments. I was talking about the directory. Okay, Roderick. I'll check. I will check the directory part. Yeah. So what does it mean when you see orange clock icon when you run a spice? Yeah. So when you see the orange icon, it means that the spice is running basically, right? So we show that like the because like the spice is running right now. So we show that small like orange icon, and as soon as the spice is completed, then we show like a green button that you now have the results ready. Okay. So now we have LinkedIn. Let's wait for a few seconds and then start LinkedIn. Till then, if you are you can have a drink, small like sip of water if you want. I'll come back and start LinkedIn, which is going to be our major run automation for this webinar. Content, profile, job, search, leads, every single thing. We are going to go fast and run all the automations of LinkedIn. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Hi. Okay, so there is one question: can I extract my AB Messenger chats? Right now, that is not possible, but we are definitely working on an automation to extract all the chats. We have that on LinkedIn, but we are working on the same automation for Facebook as well. So hopefully that should be available by probably next month. Okay, so you should be able to extract all your messages, chats from Facebook. Okay. Okay, now let's go ahead and run LinkedIn automations. Let's start with content, then jobs, and then profiles. So go to link spices, type job. You have job details extractor, extract jobs from LinkedIn, right? So we will extract jobs from LinkedIn. So what it will do, it will take the session cookie, the search text of the job, location, which is optional, and the number of jobs. You can even mention the job like the URL as well if you want. Okay, so I'm going to open my LinkedIn. Let me just change the location, the browser. Give me a moment. So I'm on my LinkedIn. Let's enter the job search, which is going to be, let's call it sales manager in jobs. Um, so either you can enter this URL directly, or you can like just drop the keyword and it will give you like all the job details. So I'm going to take just the keyword for now and have my cookies. So let's just copy my cookie, go back to TexAu and enter my cookie here. I will mention sales manager. In location, I'm going to keep that empty since I want the whole list. In number of jobs, for now, I'm only going to maybe like take 20 just for like demoing purpose. Here, drop the name, which is going to be 20th demo, live streaming, right? So what I did, I added my cookie, I added the search text, I kept the location empty because I want all the jobs. I mentioned 20 as like number of jobs that I want, right? And once you have added all the fields, click on extract jobs, and they should start running the automation for me, right? So I think like this is like it's been quite some time since I have run this automation. I think that this is my first time when I'm running this automation since I never actually use jobs. Um, so it is connecting to LinkedIn. It will connect to my profile. Try to get this job search keyword there and pull the data. Adding search text as sales manager, and now it will pull the jobs from there, right? So again, what we did, we added our session cookie here, mentioned the sales like whatever text you want to find or whatever job you want to find, mention the total jobs you want to find, 20 or up to 1000 if you don't add any field here, and then it will start running the automation, and in 33 seconds we have 20 jobs ready. So let's see all the jobs that we got. We have company name, company ID, company logo, title, job URL, location, a company URL, listed date, expire date, timestamp, all the things, right? So you get basically all the details about the job, right? So this was about job search. Very simple automation, very basic. All you need to do is add your cookie, mention the search text that you want to find, and if you want to have a location, you can add the location as like US, Los Angeles, or India, or Boston, anything that you want. And here mention the job roles or total jobs you want to find, and run the automation. One more thing, apart from job search text, you can even drop the job URL here, right? So you can directly copy the job search URL from LinkedIn, paste it here, and run the automation. It will take like few seconds to a minute and give you all the data, just like how we did just now. So this was all about job search. Very basic. I hope like this was you understood the point, right? Let's go ahead and see what is the next one. So job content, let's have search for content as well. So we go to back to the spice page, main spice page, and type content here. So we got LinkedIn content search. Again, you can drop the search URL or search text and add the cookie and mention the number of posts you want. If you have premium, you can check this box and it will pull all the content related to that text, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add my cookie here, and in the search text I'm going to mention I want all the content related to marketing automation, or let's say lead generation. In number of posts, for now I'll just mention 20. You can again go to your LinkedIn, type the content that you want to search, mention content at the checkbox, like mention content as a filter, and get the URL. You can copy that and paste that URL here as well. Okay, and it's very simple automation. Mention all the things and run the automation. Let's give it a name as well. For now, I'll go and give demo. We have added all the details. I'm not checking this box even through I have like premium, but it's totally fine. If you want to increase the limit, you can check this box. But since I only want like 20 posts, I don't. It doesn't really matter if I have premium or not, right? So let's go ahead and run this automation as well. So this should start running in a few seconds. We mentioned we want lead generation based content connecting to LinkedIn. It will be connected to my account. Searching for lead generation, and we will have the data back in few seconds. Yeah, so right now it is just pulling data. We got it. So 25 seconds, all the data is ready for me. I'll get the job post URLs, LinkedIn, name, profile URL, total followers that person has, post date, text content, whatever it is, like count, comment count, and now what is the strategy? What is why we need post? Why we need this? What I'm going to do next is that I can do few things, which is I can extract all the likers of this post, or I can extract all the commenters of this post and mention that hey, you like this post on lead generation. We are building a tool called TexAu on lead gen. Do you want to try it for free? I'll be happy to give you like 2 weeks of free trial. That is what we do to everyone. And if you want, I can show you a demo as well, something like that, right? So basically, just pull all the likers, just pull all the commenters, and try to reach out to them, right? So post content extractor is very good one. You need to find the right post that people are talking about, that people are engaging with, and then you can write the same kind of post to engage, to let people like engage with your content, or you can extract all the likers and commenters and talk about like how you can help them, or how like about your product or anything like that, right? So this was about content and job. um, let's see what is pending still. So we have this one is done. This one is done as well. We have profile, and then LinkedIn sales navigator search, LinkedIn account search as well. So three automations are pending. Stay tuned with me. Let's take some comments. If you guys are with me, please give a thumbs up. I was not able to see the comments. Please please mention that. Um, I hope everyone can see our my audio and everything is clear. And if I'm not going that fast, if I'm going fast, please let me know in comments. We'll have three more automations pending, should be covered in less than 10 minutes, and then we'll end the webinar. Okay, I hope everyone is with me. Do we need some music or anything like that? Okay, let's talk about LinkedIn profile search. What is it? How it works? So LinkedIn profile search, go back to TexAu, type profile, and select LinkedIn profile search. Where is it? Extract profiles from LinkedIn. I think I have gone blind. I cannot see that automation. Extract profiles from LinkedIn search. Right? So what this automation will do? This automation will search from that URL that I'll mention. It will pull all the profiles and all the data, including profile URL, past job, username, first name, last name, current job, profile picture, location, all the details, right? And how this automation works, let's see that. So let me just switch back to LinkedIn quickly. And okay, here you can mention that you want to find maybe people. First select people. Obviously you want to find profiles, right? So mention people. Then you want maybe like secondary connections or filters, and then have secondary connections. Location I'll select like India for now. Then you have some schools, profile language, and all those things. I'll select marketing and consulting, marketing, business consulting, right? And click on show results, right? It will show me like all the profiles which are matching these keywords, right? I have secondary connections. India as my filter as for country. Then we have some services that I want to find, right? Once you added all the filters, copy this URL from here and go back to TexAu. So let's go back to TexAu and paste your search URL here. And in session cookie, again you need to add your cookies. So add the cookie here. And in number of pages, you can mention up to 100 pages. Basically it will give you like 1500 profiles. I think close to 2500 profiles for 100 pages. But for the demo purpose, I'll mention just 2 pages for now. Let's give it a name as 20th April. So what we did, we went to LinkedIn, added our search, people, second degree or third degree, mention all the filters, copy the search URL from there, and then drop your cookie, and then mention the pages if you want to have some limit. And if all is done, click on extract profiles. They should start running the automation for us and pull all the data. So now it will starting the automation. It will try to connect to my account, go to that search URL, pull all the profiles for me, right? So it is like pulling all the data. Should take few seconds and get and all the data should be ready. Page one is done already. Page two, yeah, all good. 27 seconds. We have the data in hand, right? Close to 20 profiles. I wanted that only. So we have URL, past job, name, first name, last name, job, profile picture URL, location, query that I had added, category, obviously people, right? Timestamp, and there is no errors. So these three are empty. So we got all the data, right, from that main page of our search. This was about LinkedIn profile search. So go to LinkedIn, add all the filters, grab the URL, come back to TexAu, drop the link, mention the max count, whatever pages that you want, add your cookies and run the automation, right? Wait for a few seconds, close to a minute, and all the data should be ready, right? So this is all about extracting profiles from LinkedIn search. Let's mark this as done as well, and now we are left with two, which is LinkedIn Sales Navigator lead search and account search. I'll go back and check the comments again. Hey Mike, you mentioned how do you know the deal ends today? Deal does not end today. I think the Sanjay the question is a bit different. So I'll take care of that. Um, that is like a different campaign, or not campaign exactly, but a small webinar that we had done with a partnership, with on a partnership with someone. So ignore that part. You mentioned when will be the demo of proxies. Yes, we are going to have a demo on proxy as well. Why it is important, how it works, every single thing. Very soon, I will prepare the date and let you know. Thanks, Joshua, for mentioning about my voice and everything is clear, all good. Thank you, Mike, for dropping the thumbs up from time to time. It's very good, feels good. So if you're with me and if you're following me, just drop a thumbs up. It helps me in making sure that everything is going well and people are there with me. Okay. So we have only two automations left, which is Sales Navigator lead search and Sales Navigator account search. Right? Should take like 5 minutes and we should be done. Um, so let's go ahead and see how to run lead search. I'll go back to TexAu, go to Spice, select LinkedIn, and type here leads or lead, and we got two automation, which is scrape LinkedIn sales navigator lead search. This is what we need. Other one was saved list. You can use that later if you want. So again, just like profile search, this is the exact same thing. Mention a cookie from sales navigator, add the job search URL, number of profiles you want, and run the automation. Let's go ahead and quickly do it. So I'll go to my sales navigator, close my LinkedIn, and let's mention some filters. Let's say growth hackers, right? I want to find some people who have this title of growth hackers so that I can reach out to those people later. Let's have the list. Geography, for now I'll mention India or US. Okay, all good US. No, not US. Let's have India for now. I want to reach out to these people later, so I'll mention India. Relationship, second degree connections, industry, internet, then marketing and advertising, computer software, right? Title does not matter. Function, I will ignore all those things. I just want to make sure that the growth hacker thing is there in their titles, and I will pull those results. Again, it's showing me 659 and 248 people have added like anything on LinkedIn. So I want to only get connected with the people who are active on LinkedIn, right? So I'll select this part, which is 248. So make sure to check this tab whenever you want to only find the people who are actually active on LinkedIn. So once you have added all the filters, copy the search URL from here, go back to TexAu. So let's go back to TexAu. And now we'll add our search URL here. In cookie, we need to add the cookie. Remember, Sales Navigator cookie is different from normal LinkedIn account. So always go to Sales Navigator and then copy your cookie. Okay, don't copy your cookie from LinkedIn. Both are different. Okay, just to give you a note. So I'll just mention my cookie here, and in number of profiles for now, just for demo purpose, I will mention 100 here. Let's give it a name, demo, right? We have added all the fields, and now all everything that we have added, now just we just need to run the automation. Okay, so click on extract results and it will start the automation for us. Connecting to LinkedIn, should connect to my account. Connected. Now pulling all the profiles, should take a minute or 30 seconds to get the data back to me, right? So getting 248, as I mentioned, I only want to find people who are active on LinkedIn, right? Someone who has like posted on LinkedIn in the last 30 days, right? So now it will pull those profiles. We have 100 results ready in 30 seconds. I hope everyone is like seeing how fast our automation is. If you think our automation is fast, just make sure to give a thumbs up to this video. So we got all the profiles from lead search, and these are all the profiles. I will do the rest part after this video. I'll be talking to these people, trying to get in touch with them, trying to bring them on TexAu. So this was about lead search. I'll go back and mention the steps. Go to Sales Navigator, mention all the keywords that you want to find, select the filter as leads, copy the URL from there, mention it here, drop your cookie, and then run the automation. You should get all the details in few minutes, not even minutes, in just 1 minute you should have all the data back to you, right? So we have done this one as well. Now the only thing which is pending is account search. We started from YouTube, and now we are on our last automation, which is account search. Okay, thanks a lot for being with me till for the next around like for 1 hour at least. I think it's more than 1 hour now. Thanks for you for sticking with me. Let's run the last automation, and then maybe just have some music, and then we'll end the webinar. Thank you, Joshua. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Take it seriously. I don't see the name, so I just need to mention the your name. Um, if you are still here with me, I see that close to 25 people are watching. Make sure to give a thumbs up. We started from YouTube, and now we are on our last automation, which is account search. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this automation. What is account search? It will give all the companies who are matching some filters that we will add on Sales Navigator, right? So let's go ahead and see how it works on Sales Navigator first, and then come back to TexAu. So I'm going to change and open Google Chrome. So here we are on account search. So you can, since I just changed the tab from late to account, I have at this all the filters are ready. So what I have location as like India. In industry, I have this internet and marketing and advertising. I'll mention one more country, which is US. So that I want like all the companies who are matching these keywords, right? Again, growth hackers, I don't want that. I want lead, just say it like lead, something like that. So lead generation world, lead for revenue, all the lead kind of thing companies. I want to get those companies and maybe like contact them at some point, right? So I added all the filters here. You can add more filters like technologies, company headcount. I just need to add this one as well. I want sent employed 1 to 10, 11 to 50 as well. Since after 50, those will be kind of like a bigger companies. We need a different strategy to reach out to them. But for now, 1 to 10 and 11 to 50 is good, right? Once you added all the filters, again, same thing. Copy the URL from here. And then now this is the time to run the automation. So let's go back to TexAu. So changing this. Um, and go back to TexAu. Go to Spice page. Type accounts. And select the account search, right? This will ask us to add the cookie and account search URL, right? Let's drop the account search URL here, and in the cookie I will fill the cookie, and in the number of accounts for now, just for demo purpose, I will mention 100. Let's give it a name as well, demo. And you can see like all the details that you will get from here, right? So I have added all the details. Now it's time to run this automation. Click on extract search results, and this will start running the automation for us and pull all the accounts. So Our keyword was, I think, lead gen, something like that. So it should pull all the companies who are matching that name. Connecting, should get connected to my account and getting data. And now it will pull all the companies for matching based on this search URL that I added. Right? Should take a few seconds and our data should be ready. It says 70K, but at max we can only find up to 1500 companies, since that is what LinkedIn shows. So you need to narrow down your search. If you want to find all the data, always narrow down your search, go to specific cities, and then pull data from there, right? So we got our 25 results in close to 39 seconds. Click on result and you will see all the data, right? So we have company URL, regular company URL as well, then company ID, name, logo, URL, description, um, company type, how many employees it has, locations, query, and this error fields which are empty. We can use the logo to personalize the content, send the personalized email or personalized images using some integrations that we will discuss in the upcoming webinars, right? So we got all our data back to us. What we did, go to link sales navigator account search, add all the filters, copy the URL, come back to TexAu, drop the link, and mention draw your cookie. And if you want to limit the search, mention that, run the automation, get all the data, right? So it's time to write this one as well as done, right? We completed every single automation on our platform today in this webinar. Thank you for sticking with me. It's a huge thing. We covered every single thing on TexAu related to search in this webinar. And I can still see people in our webinar for more than 73 minutes, as Mike mentioned, 73 minutes and counting. Thank you so much, Mike, for sticking in. Thank you, Joshua. Um, if you are still here, please give a name, please give a thumbs up. We completed all the automations related to search in this webinar. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope this was useful. I hope like now you can run any automation related to search by after watching this video. Very easy. Just you just need to copy the URLs. Make sure that you are copying the right URL. Make sure that cookies is right, and then run the automation. You will get the data back in just few seconds. Our automations are quite fast, so they run very well. And in 30 seconds to 1 minute, you should have your data ready. Okay. Thank you, Samanand, for sticking in this webinar. Um, Thanks everyone for joining in. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have a lot of content, tons of videos, lot of guides coming in this whole month and for the next 3 months. So make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure to share this video. Thank you so much.